Okay, so welcome back to my channel. I've been not talking about ovulation tests and pregnancy tests for a very little while now because I have had so many things going on in my life. I have had the cat really poorly. She's now fine, thank goodness. She had pancreatitis and it cost me like £1,700 at the vets. Luckily she's insured, so I literally had to pay up front and then I'm waiting for them to pay me so I can like pay off the credit card. Thank goodness she's okay now. She's like eating and drinking, absolutely fine. She actually lost a little bit of weight, so it's actually, I didn't really want her to be ill, but if she was going to gain anything out of it, she's lost like quite a lot of weight, so that's a good thing. Also, I've had someone, as you probably know if you've seen my other video, write a story on me, and I've calmed down completely from that. I was literally so tired the other night when I came back from my 12-hour shift, and I just could not deal with it. I just needed someone to talk to. I was like, girls, what shall I do? Then Matt and I got into a huge argument because I didn't listen to him, and I literally went on every single troll comment, and I was like, oh my god, that's not true, blah blah blah, and you know, it was not classy, it was not cute, and that was a really bad choice. But I've deleted all my comments now and we're going to try and be classy in 2018. So also I have a new car. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, if not I'll insert it right here. I love her so much. She is a beautiful thing to drive. She's an automatic 2-litre diesel, absolutely stunning to drive, absolutely ridiculously happy. Another thing as well that happened, Harry got a little bit sunburnt just on his shoulders. Over the really hot sun that we had, I was absolutely devastated because I always watch my kids, like always watch them, and he was literally out there for 25 minutes and I was actually tidying up for his birthday party because he has just turned 7. I need to make a video and put all of the footage in because I haven't done that yet. But yeah, so he was outside, he was having so much fun in the pool. I completely forgot to put suntan lotion on him. I know, I'm a really bad mother, judge me in the comments down below, whatever. I felt so awful, you know, anything you write down there cannot make me feel any worse than I already do. I literally went to work and I was so upset, and a lot of my friends were like, oh Corrine, I've done things like that. And there was this one lady, she's a nurse, and she was like, Corrine, I meant to be a nurse and I like misdiagnosed my son with something. I just thought it was really funny because obviously I'm not a nurse and even nurses get it wrong, so it made me feel slightly better. And I think that's what it's all about. Motherhood is just like sharing your slip-ups with each other and not making each other feel bad, because mum guilt is awful and you can't make yourself feel any worse than you already do. And when someone comes along and they're like, oh my god, you're a bad parent, it's like, makes you feel even worse. Anyways, back to the original video. So I've not talked about this on my channel and I'll let you know what's going on. So going back, like I think it was like the 21st of April 2018. So it's like over a month ago, I had my 4th miscarriage, and it's called a chemical pregnancy, which means that sperm meets the egg and then it goes down the fallopian tube, implants in the womb, but then something's not genetically right and the body rejects the pregnancy and then you start bleeding. Really heartbreaking, you know, whenever you have a miscarriage, if it's, you know, 5 weeks, 15 weeks, whatever. Really heartbreaking, really awful. Didn't tell you guys when I ovulated, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it, like how long does it take before you ovulate after a miscarriage, and it can really vary. For me, it added an extra 1 week on to my ovulating cycle. I've just done a makeup video, I look so pale. Come on, get some colour. Get some colour on those cheeks. That better? In person it looks really dark, but on the camera, because I've got the natural lighting, I've got to look good for you guys, but also relatable because I don't look like this all the time. I have just done a makeup video and I thought, whilst I got my makeup on, I'll do a video for you guys. Where was I? Okay, so it added an extra 7 days onto my like ovulating time. So for example, so my cycles are normally an extra 7 days on top of the normal 28-day cycle. Normal, because everyone is different. A lot of people are lucky they have the normal 28-day cycle. So you start bleeding on day 1 through to sort of about 5 or 6. Then you ovulate on day 14 and then you have your 2-week wait and then you start bleeding again on day 28. I don't do that. I bleed on day 1 till about day 5 or 6, then I ovulate on day 21 and then I have a 2-week wait on top of that. So when I had my miscarriage, I was tracking my ovulation to see when, because I was just curious, and with my 4 miscarriages exactly the same thing has happened. It adds an extra 7 days on. So I actually ovulated on day 28, which then meant that my cycle was an additional 7 days longer. It's really hard after you have a miscarriage because you just, I find you're either in one of two places. You're either really impatient, really upset and wanting to just get pregnant and just kind of fill the gap, or you're over this side and never want to get pregnant again. So I'm not really sure which one I'm in at the moment, but I did want to track my ovulation just to tell you guys how long it took before I ovulated again. And so my lines were super dark this time, and I think I ovulated for like 1.5 days, which is about normal for me. If you are using one of these, they are slightly more expensive and you can get them on Amazon, eBay, Boots, things like that. It will tell you whether you've got low fertility, high fertility and peak. Now, I also get the question a lot. I've had flashing smileys for days and days and days now. When am I going to get that high peak? And I think the reason why you get that is because you test too early, and it's picked up the fact that your LH hormone is slightly higher than normal. So then it's going to come up with the flashing smiley, and then you're like, oh my goodness, so excited. Grab the husband, get him into bed. And then the next day it's like still flashing, next day still flashing, next day still flashing. I think I had about 10 days of flashing once because I just tested too early. So I would recommend doing the cheapy test first, and if you're on a 28-day cycle, I'd start testing around day 11 or 12. If you're on a slightly longer day cycle, for example me, I start testing at around day 18 or 19 because then I'm going to catch the surge at day 21. Obviously I want you guys to save your pennies and not absolutely blow loads of money, because the thing is as well, whenever I was doing pregnancy tests before, if they were really expensive tests, I would literally pin all my hopes on it and be like, you're going to tell me that I'm pregnant because I've spent loads of money on this, and it's more stressful. You may as well just get the cheapies, try and get, you know, a big bulk buy so you don't really mind too much if you're wasting tests because they're only a couple of pence each, and it makes you feel better because you're not obviously wasting a lot of money. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you've got any questions, leave them down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to me if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye ladies!